Hello, 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 friends. I love you so much. No weapons formed against our existence and our humanity shall ever prosper. This video showed up on my FYP of this young lady, venting her frustration at basically just humanity, at the state of the world, how it just doesn't make any sense, right? It doesn't make sense. The greed, the selfishness, the famine, the homelessness, the bullying, the I got control issues, the poison of the food, the suppression, the control, the matrix, right? She was venting. And it was very well deserved, you know. I feel exactly the same way, only my videos come out with hello friends and trying to put it nicely, but sometimes I'm like, I just want to yell and scream, but I have to conserve my energy for better use. And I always take it back to self-love, you know? Because when you don't love yourself, you're too disillusioned to pay attention to anything else. You're focusing on everything external that is distracting you. So you ignore yourself. You ignore your weight gain. You ignore your filthy home. You ignore your abandoned relationship. You ignore your unhappiness, you know? And so if the world is on fire around us, we're not going to notice, you know? We're not paying attention. And it's just like, it's the same message over and over again, so that in order for us to see anything different in this world, we individually have to change. I don't care how much money people want to put into climate change. If you still have people that have manufacturing companies that's putting toxins in the air, hello, close that shit down, stop making plastic, it's toxic for the environment anyway. If you have people that's still polluting the oceans and still using toxic chemicals and aerosols and releasing crap into the air, who cares how much money you're spending on climate change? Ain't nobody changed the damn thing. So if the people don't change, nothing can change. And I ain't waiting for the person in charge to be changing, because ain't nobody in charge of me but me. So guess what? I'm going to be the change. I'm going to be the nice woman. I'm going to be the one that doesn't litter. I'm going to be the one that's not going to respond back with evil energy because you're having a bad day and you're projecting, and it's really not my fault and not really your fault, but you're unconscious. So I'm not going to take it personal, and I wish you a good day. I'm going to be the person that's not going to react negatively how everybody else reacts. I'm going to be the person that's not going to provide organizations my money that's putting toxic chemicals in my food and in my products that's trying to kill me. I'm going to be the person that's going to be different, that is going to care about herself and eat right. I'm going to be the person that's not going to go to happy hour. I'm going to be the person to stop talking about stupid shit that don't matter, because the only thing that matter is the raised vibration of the planet and the people on the planet, because there is suffering going on. So I don't care about your sports teams. I don't care about no highlights. I don't care about no movies. I don't care about no dumb bullshit to distract me, because what's going on is there's people sleeping on the street, there's people hungry, and people are disillusioned and distraction, and it's really big stuff going on, and we really got to pay attention and stop participating in the distraction. Stop participating in the things that aren't serving us, that aren't helping us, and be the change that we want to see. She was frustrated. because she was aware. And it's overwhelming when you're aware and it's like, oh my gosh, how come nobody else is paying attention? Because everybody else is NPCs. They zombies. They got their head down and they scrolling because the TikTok reel is real. And it's like, wake up! Like Lawrence Fishburne in that movie. What? College Days? Oh, I get it now. That scene comes to me often. And it's like, that's how I be feeling when I be making these videos. And I'll be like, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. You're so amazing. Hello, you're made from the creator. Like, wake the fuck up. The creator that created all this abundance for people to make fakeness and then put a price tag on it and told us we weren't worthy if we didn't have this amount in our account and we didn't have the white picket fence. I had a white picket fence. Oh my goodness. You know, the American dream is not really what it is. We have to love ourselves and stop projecting out negativity onto one another. Stop trying to control one another. Stop trying to suppress one another. And pay attention to the homeless people in the street that could use a hand. You don't need more sneakers in your closet. You don't need more stuff when you're driving by somebody on the street that got zero things. They may have a shopping cart full of stuff that they holding on to because that means something to them when you outside in the middle of the winter time or the hot ass summer. And you got the potent smell of urine around you. And people just walking by on their cell phone, chit-chatting, holding their Starbucks. You were fooled. I get her frustration. Like, y'all in La La Land for real. Guess what? I used to be there, and I'm so happy I'm awake. Because if I can't do anything else, provide a meal, provide a room, there's plenty of hotels open with vacancy. Hotels, motels, Holiday Inn. We got Airbnbs. We got warehouses. Oh my God, we got churches and we got homeless people on the street. Let me give you some ideas that are free that you can utilize right now. Don't need to pass no bills through the Senate, through the House. Get these people, if they were your priority, off the street. Hey, do a bailout if you need to. I get her frustration because people are distracted. Oh my goodness, it's almost Thanksgiving. Ain't it funny? They celebrating Thanksgiving. What did Columbus do though? We celebrating him? That's a shame. Homeless people everywhere should be sitting in front of a toasty fire this Thanksgiving in 2025 because the first time ever, it was like, damn, we can fix homelessness overnight. Let's put them in the hotels that already exist or the churches. Or the Airbnbs that exist. Or all the empty homes that's on the market that people got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I don't know how many of. Okay? Her frustration is real because this, what I'm talking about, is what matter. Not you binge watching the rest of whatever on Netflix. Not your jog in the park and you're talking about acquisitions and mergers. Someone needs to acquisition some damn sense in the government. Make the phone call for all the homeless people to get a walk into a hotel room tonight. Wouldn't that be an early Christmas present for them? How magnificent would that be? Do the digital money. Do whatever fakeness you got to. This is like free advice. I could bill you for this. Because nobody had thought of it or cared to. I don't know. But her frustration is real, and that's problem number one. And then it's the poisoning of the food. Appeal. Gates. I want to see you eat a basket of all this fruit you spraying. I want to see you eat it all. I want to see you shopping at Walmart and getting some ribs, and I want to see you eating this meat. I want to put the barbecue sauce all over it. Everybody, I want to make you a plate of food of the shit you spraying and put it on plastic. Yeah, styrofoam. I'm going to put it on that and give you a plastic fork and feed you. The frustration is real because this is what's happening and people are distracted with the highlights. Fuck that game. It was in the past. Glad for the person, the team that won. Now, back to the real news that they not talking about is the agenda that hadn't been solved yet. The homelessness, people getting frustrated. How we wasting produce in the grocery store and people hungry. We got so much to throw away. I cannot stand going into the supermarket and seeing people going through the produce section, getting rid of all the rotten fruit that could have just been, half of all of it should have just been given to the shelters, should have been given to the people that's hungry because you already knew you was throwing it away. But what, you got insurance, you covered or whatever. Money, 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 money. Got people losing sight of their heart. The frustration is real because things are going on the planet and we distracted with the name brands. We distracted heavily into the illusion. People are killing themselves slowly with every fast food purchase they consume, with all the sodas they consuming and all the candy that's so conveniently stacked around the cashiers. And I noticed in other countries, they supermarkets do not look like that. They do not have a big tower of soda and Doritos chips to promote garbage into your system. Put some flowers that up front. That's what Whole Foods do. Okay, we're killing ourselves slowly and we're unawares. I made a video earlier about spiritual warfare, spiritual attack that you're under and you just do not know. That's why so many people are asleep, walking around literally now with their head down on their phone, so distracted and away from the present moment. I see people walking across the street, won't even lift their head up because they assume the driver is paying attention. But sometimes I see the drivers with their head down on their phone. So the frustration is real. It's really real. But friends, I really need y'all to pay attention and wake up. Because we are on planet abundance. Everyone has access to the abundance. But we won't even care to pay attention if we are too distracted, right? So we got to love ourselves. We have to really love ourselves. And this is how we cleanse and detox our body, by fueling it with God's energy, okay? Fresh fruits and vegetables, the organic kind. If you have access to that, not the appeal kind, deliver all that shit to his house so he and his friends can eat it. Get some organic produce if you can, but fuel your body with fruits and vegetables and cleanse it with electrolyte water, coconut water, water that's mineralized with Celtic sea salt or Himalayan pink salt, lime juice if you have it. If you only got one of it, just get as much freshness and goodness into your body as you can to help you cleanse yourself and detox yourself of the toxins, okay? Because we deserve better than that. Our vessels deserve better than that, okay? And make sure we're getting sunlight, because we all need to collectively wake up, and we have to be fueling our body so that we can awaken this God code DNA that's in us. Then you all fucking activate and you all superhero because you all Mr. and Mrs. Abundant and you like taking care of shit. You creating stuff. You just making things better. That's why we here. To make things better. Not to be distracted and just make things worse. So we really need to learn and wake up and pay attention, to the brothers and sisters that's still on the street, 2025. It's November 12th, 2025. We got spaceships going to the moon, 2025 November. We got spaceships going to the moon. We got cruise ships that's so fucking huge. I still do not understand how they're floating on water, right? We got 4K TV, right? We got so much amazingness. We got studies on stupid shit, like how many blinks a person takes over a lifetime. And homelessness, November 12th, 2025, has not been solved. So you know we walking around here asleep when we can walk by our very own brothers and sisters, chit-chatting on the street, walking our dogs, completely ignoring the fact that human beings are laying here without a home and don't nobody give a fuck. You asleep. You asleep. You done abandon compassion in your heart because the God in you would not allow that. You see your brother on the street, you gonna give him a meal, a coat, a blanket, like point him in a direction, like somebody that you know got an extra house, an extra room, 2 extra rooms, okay, like I didn't want this video to be this long because it's been taking a really long time just for me to upload, but I seen that video and it was just like, I watched half of it and I clicked off of it because it's like, that's already been the message. That's been the message. You know, I'm saying it in just trying to be more teachable way, a more consumable way, a more understanding way, a more awareness way to activate you, to pay attention, because we are one. We are not divided by countries and nations. We are one humanity. We are one. We are not separated because of our skin tone and because of our language. We are a humanity. All that other bullshit that people be like fighting over is inconsequential because if everybody's needs is met, ain't nobody hollering over nobody else because everybody needs is met. We are one. And we are one. We cannot be walking up and down the street all day wasting money talking about, oh, the billionaires could be doing this and they could be doing that. But what you doing, Starbucks coffee person? What have you done for your homeless person lately? It's about to be Thanksgiving. I know people about to be over ridiculous with their Black Friday shopping, fighting over more junk that they don't need. Everybody about to be real ridiculous and wasteful. And guess what? People still sleeping on the street. It's November 12th, 2025. We need to wake up. Absolutely wake up. We have been absolutely distracted when we can see our brothers and sisters on the street and just don't care. That's not what God wants. Because let me tell you, as a person that do not have a home, that have been on the street, it can change in a minute. It can change in a minute. Do not think for a second that couldn't happen to you. Because God will work it out for you to teach you something. Okay? We need to wake up and pay attention. And maybe on this Thanksgiving, instead of giving yourself something, you can be intentional about giving to others that do not have. I live a wonderful life. I'm so grateful. And every day I am giving. And I am so grateful to do it. Every day I am giving. You can give in any way. You can give in a prayer. You can give $1. You can give a meal. You can give a blanket. You can give quality time and conversation. You can give a shoulder. Give, okay? But you won't know to do that if you don't love and give to yourself. If you burning at both ends, you're not going to know how to give equally in a balanced way. And then not, I'm pouring too much and I don't even got none. I'm on E. I'm on a reserve tank. No, we got to love ourselves, get rest, be gentle with ourselves, get rid of low vibrational people and frequencies and habits and addictions. Love ourselves so we can wake up and see, oh shoot, there's real people on the street needing help. How about I don't be distracted by Netflix? How about I be useful with myself? Because there's people out there that could use some help. I travel all over the world, and I have yet to go to a single country where everything was just perfectly balanced. Even in Switzerland, there were still people that were in poverty. Even in Switzerland. So we're not there yet, friends. We are not there with a planet full of peace to be so distracted with football and basketball and soccer and all the other distractions, the movie drops, the drama, the court cases. We are not there yet. We are not at a planet of peace to be focused on anything other than helping our brothers and sisters. And if you need more tips, government, on how to fix this quickly, don't need to pass no bills. Hey, snap your fingers overnight, all the homeless people in the finest hotels. We'll leave the Comfort Inn and shit for like, that's the last resort. But you know, we going to the Sheraton. We going to the Waldorf. You know, we going to the Conrad. We going to all the Ritz. That's what our brothers and sisters need. Right? Like, from y'all. Because it's 2025, November 12th. And this still is an issue. So when I see my frustrated brothers and sisters online, I know. I will conserve my energy, though, and I will put it out in a way to where the message is delivered and can be heard. And not create more anger. We don't need more angry energy. We don't need more frustrating energy. We don't need more shit talking energy. In fact, we don't need no talking at all. We just need action now. We know NASA making moves with the weather machines. We got sophisticated technology. So we can make some magical moves with solving the homeless problem, right? And you know, let's stop poisoning the air problem, right? And stop putting the fluoride in the water, right? Those problems. And the stop with the fake food, right? And the spraying of the toxins on the vegetables and fruits, right? Like, we could stop that, right? We could stop acting like there's freedom, but there's control. We could stop the faking. We could just be real. We could just be real now. Because everybody can now see. Now it's conscious choices from here on out. From here on out. I love you, 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 I love you all so very much. My magical spiritual friends here on Planet Abundance, for everyone to have access, unlimited, infinite access to their own abundance. There is enough for everyone. There is more than enough for everyone to have a joy-filled human existence on this planet without frustrations, without revenge, without control, without power-hungry moves, without deception. Everyone can have a joy-filled human existence. Everyone's entitled to it. It is everyone's human right to have a joy-filled human existence, friends. So let's love ourselves deeply, entirely, wholly. Cover ourselves with love. No weapons formed against our existence, our unconditional love shall ever prosper. Okay? Let us love ourselves so we can see that there's brothers and sisters out there that also need love as well. Have a wonderful day from wherever you're watching.